Okay, lads and ladettes, I have gotten off on the little town of Larissa, which is also a good hub for networking to other areas of Greece. And by little town, I mean big city, because Larissa is the capital of the Thessaly region. I choose you. I wish I could tell you more about this train, but I know very little about this train. Perhaps anyone who is a local to Larissa or knows about such steam engine trains can tell us some stuff. Anyway, 20 minutes until my next train. I think that gives us some time to walk around the block. When I was in Athens, I had asked for coffee 3 times. So I had 3 black Greek coffees, and oh boy, I just could not sleep. It was awful. If you remember me when I was all groggy in the morning.
Around me are familiar faces.
And that's because I had 3 Greek coffees. Never again. Monsters, Larissa. Hey, yeah, 1. Where are the monsters at? I don't see any monsters, do you? I'm the only monster. Let's continue our journey through Larissa. You guys see anything cool over there? Again. Oh, someone's there. Maybe that's the monster. Maybe that is a ghost. It is Halloween season. It's October, it's spooky season. I saw a glimpse of his head. Must be a ghost. Must be. The road abruptly ends here and becomes a pedestrian pathway. Tell you what though, I'm bloody knackered. I could use a coffee, to be fair. I might cave in. Just grab a coffee. Oh look, work of art. The anatomy of a bicycle. Van Gogh has nothing on that piece. And here's the junction of Larissa. And another chemist that's closed. Now I'm on my way to a very famous mountain, you might know it. It's the one that Hercules ascended and climbed to get to the kingdom of Zeus himself. Talking about Mount Olympus. See you there. Another thing I notice about Greece is the abundance of cotton fields, releasing the Athens to Macedonia part. There's cotton everywhere. Must be a booming industry. Come, let me show you what 30 euros gets you in Litochoro. And Litochoro is at the very base of Mount Olympus. Sadly, I don't really have a necessarily good view from here. Bear with me and we'll get there. I'm going to insert my key in. And here we are. I've got my setup over here. Here's the kitchen. As you can see, I got a lovely assortment of pots and pans. Nice kettle to brew a cup of tea or Greek coffee in the morning. Unfortunately, I'm the only guest here. It's a portrait of a gala or ball of some sort. Oh, I heard the church bells ringing. Good timing. Although I don't have much of a view on this side. Here's the bathroom. I took a shower, and here's my bed. My stuff is neatly folded. A fan that might become necessary at night. We've got the very old archaic TV. Love it though. Love the aesthetics. And the best part of all, the European Union flag. No, I'm kidding. It's the view. Check it out. Yonder distance. You can see the coastline over there where the blue is. I'm not sure if the camera will be able to capture it, but you can see the mountains of Chaladiki the mountains from the Chaladiki Peninsula. Many people go to Chaladiki as well. It's also the home to Mount Athos, which is another mountain which hikers like to climb up, or rock climbers like to get to the very top. Fortunately, I won't be going to Mount Athos, as I'm here in Litochoro, and I'm trying to conquer a bit of Mount Olympus. For now, I'm gonna pack it in. I want to just take a nice rest on the bed. I'm gonna take a quick nap, and then explore Litochoro, find some grub, and just enjoy the rest of the evening. I've done so much traveling, guys. Wish me luck. I'm gonna show you a bit more of Olympus tomorrow. Until then, do not disturb. Well, you can't see all the way to the very top, but you can see just a part of Mount Olympus over there. I'm well excited. Tomorrow I'm going to be taking you guys up there. But in the meantime, I'll take you through Litochoro. Come. See through my eyes. I'll see through my camera lens. See what I see. It's all downhill to town, apparently. Which means it's going to be a bloody mission to get up. Well, that's okay. Lovely door. Good day. It's a quiet little town so far. Oh, there it is. We can see more of Mount Olympus. And here is a Litochoro abandoned building. Look at that, destroyed. Probably from another earthquake of some sorts, maybe. But you can see modern brick over there, next to the old cobblestone. More modern brick. Interesting. The old doors locked up. And another, what looks like it's an abandoned house over there too. Usually I'll be all down for doing some urbex, but me being an idiot, I left my flashlight charger back in Canada. So, sadly, no flashlight means no coming back at night to do some urbexing. Oh well, sad times. Greetings from Litochoro! And if you know much about Greek geography, then you know that Litochoro is also the town at the very base of Mount Olympus, which is actually just behind me over there. Check it out. You can see the peak just covered by the clouds yonder that way. But here I am in Litochoro. Quiet, quaint little town. I'm gonna be staying here for a bit, and then tomorrow we're gonna go for a hike up Mount Olympus. I wanna take you guys with me right up there. But here's my stunning view. It's cool, there's a cute little well over there as well. Now, if you know much about the lore of Mount Olympus, then you know it's home of the Olympians, otherwise known as the Greek gods, such as Zeus, Poseidon, Hera, and you know the gist. There's a lot of Greek gods to list. But yeah, I'm currently walking on the very edges of the wall side. And there's a drop down there. Litochoro is quite elevated, or it's hilly. I'm gonna take you guys through the town of Litochoro first of all. I wanna get some grub, something to eat, and then tomorrow we're gonna spend the day hiking up Mount Olympus. Sorry, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. Mount Olympus is that way. Gonna spend the day hiking up Mount Olympus. We'll see how far we can get to. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get all the way up there due to the fact that I need to catch a train next to Thessaloniki. My Greek journey is coming to an end very soon. I hope to at least find one god. You know, one god will do just fine. And I hope that one god will be Aphrodite, my favorite god, the goddess of love. So there are 12 Olympian gods to find, not including Hades, because he didn't live on the mountain. Let me give you a brief rundown of each god. This will be like hunting for Pokemon, except more of the snap variety. Zeus, the big dog who lives upstairs, king of Olympus, and therefore all the gods. People often depict him as a Chuck Norris figure, an absolute based mega gigachad, armed to the underworld with pointy thunderbolts. Then along came Zeus, he hurled his thunderbolt. Okay. I think he's a bit of a waste man. He loves to anything that can even practically give birth, especially if it involves incest or bestiality. And he has strange ideas on the animal shapes he takes. This man violated Hera as a cuckoo bird. But anyway, he also cheats on his wife Hera on a regular basis, who is also his sister because he loves incest. Hera, Queen Bee of Olympus, wife and sister of Zeus. Hera is goddess of childbirth and marriage. They go together like a horse and carriage. It's kind of ironic, considering her own toxic marriage with the most unfaithful man in all of antiquity. She gets jealous over Zeus's affairs and thus exacts revenge on her husband's mistresses and his bastard offspring.
I'm going to kill her and her bastard son.
Okay. I'd feel bad for her if she weren't such a vindictive scallywag. Poseidon, god of the sea and horses. Basically the Aquaman of the Greek mythos universe. Need I say more? Demeter, goddess of farming, agriculture, and harvest.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
She's my go-to god when I want it to rain. I pray to her for good mead, weed, and to protect my pumpkin patch. Athena, goddess of wisdom and warfare. Zeus gave birth to Athena by splitting his own head open, and Athena emerged this intellectual warrior with weapon and armor and all. That's so metal. Athena is literally a general badass, annihilating opposition armies through her smarts and military strategy. Apollo, god of all trades, so practically everything. In particular, art, music, poetry, archery, medicine, light and the sun. The solar god used to be the titan Helios, but he got replaced by this new rock star. Artemis, twin sister of Apollo, goddess of the moon, animals, and hunting said animals.
My God, it's coming right for us!
Often depicted with a bow, Artemis spends her time roaming the forest, accompanied by her gang of nymphs, like a D&D encounter, probably too underleveled to fight a goddess huntress. Ares, god of war. Finally, a son of Zeus and Hera, despite that Zeus hated Ares and wanted to banish him from Olympus. In warfare, Athena is wise, disciplined, and strategic, whereas Ares is bloodthirsty, destructive, and savage, working tirelessly to keep war crimes to a maximum.
I accept your surrender on terms that I gotta kill your surgeon for EXP, okay? These are the terms.
Consequently, his image didn't win him many followers in Greece. However, he would become highly revered among Romans, who rebranded him into Mars, the Roman god of war. Aphrodite, goddess of beauty and love, infinitely desirable and infinitely unattainable. Her charm brought rivalry and discourse among the gods, competing for her affection or jealous by her divine allure. So Zeus rushes to marry her to Hephaestus, the ugliest Olympian god.
Oh my God! What's wrong with your face?
There, crisis averted. Except Aphrodite didn't remain faithful. She had her fair share of affairs with mortal and divine lovers, including Ares. You've definitely beheld her beauty in artistic masterpieces, such as The Birth of Venus and Venus de Milo. Hephaestus, god of fire and metalwork. He's the blacksmith of Olympus, crafting godly weapons and armor from the comfort of his volcano forge. The myths do Hephaestus a bit dirty. He was a cripple, hated by his mother, cast off Mount Olympus for being too ugly,
Oh my God!
and arranged into a loveless marriage. But hey, he became the divine patron for craftsmen, so still better than you. Hermes, the cheeky chappy messenger, god of traveling, sports, and thievery.
Kurva!
He's basically the FedEx of Olympus, but less shit. You can also consider him a bit of a cheeky bugger, making him #1 Asbo of Olympus. Dionysus, the party god of wine, theatre, and festivity, always with a glass of wine in hand and turning water into wine before Jesus Christ did. Wine is a major part of ancient Greek culture, so its growing popularity and production won Dionysus many new followers. Hestia, goddess of the domestic hearth, protector of the home. You may have heard Hestia sacrifice her place to Dionysus. However, that is modern myth, non-canon. More likely, wine replaced Hestia in popularity over time. Let's consider her the 13th bonus Olympian god. That's special +1. And of course, Litochoro is also home to many stray cats and dogs too. Check it out. Hola gatos. Oh. I guess the myths are true. Cats do hate dogs. And greetings from the town square or circle of Litochoro. Right in the very city centre. Or if you call it city, more like town centre. Oh my god, a tourist bus. Or maybe not, maybe that's a regular bus. Of course, it wouldn't be complete without a nice shot. The bell tower and the Orthodox church. Notice the icon over there. If I have any smart cookie watching who is an Orthodox theologian, please let me know who that happy chappy is up there. As cool as the bell tower is and the Orthodox church, I am starving right now. Actually, you know what? The Orthodox church is pretty cool, so I'm just going to take you inside. Now, I don't really want to go in and disturb the ceremony, which is actually happening right now. Notice the people are standing, and that's how they tend to worship. They don't sit down. I think that's only safe for the priests to sit down on a chair. No, if you're just following the faith, and if you're regular dudes, then you have to stand. Saint Nicolaus. I think that is the same chap that we saw earlier, who's, you know, up on the very roof of the Orthodox Church. It looks like a patriarch saint. I do believe the Orthodox faith also has their own unique saints as well. Much like Catholics will canonize Catholic priests to become saints, I imagine it will be the same rules for the Orthodox, who can also canonize their own people. Starbucks has nothing on Mikkel. In Canada, we're missing out. Screw Starbucks. Mikkel is where it's at. I come seeking food, and I was told by my taxi driver that there's some really sick food around on the street. So I'm in search of that. It's called Mezza Mezza. At least I think it's called Mezza Mezza. That's what I'm looking for. So help me find Mezza Mezza. Do you guys see it? I see what looks like a school or maybe a public building. But I don't see Mezza Mezza. I can see an anchor. Oh, I reckon this probably commemorates the war. Greece takes a lot of national pride in liberating itself from the Nazis and the Axis occupation during World War II. To the Greeks, it's a day of passion, a day of rejuvenation, of regained identity. What a cool park. I think we'll go check it out after I eat. Oh, we found it. Mezza Mezza. Nice. Good spot, guys. We got there in the end. Here I am with another Greek beer. This one's a fix. To Mount Olympus. While authentic Greek alcohol is always good, don't forget to top it off with some water. Stay hydrated, my H2 bros. I didn't bring my stabilizers with me, so you guys are gonna have to make do with a very jerky camera. Nice. This is a smoked mackerel. That's good stuff. Wait a minute. There's a lemon behind that rock. Sweet and sour. Let it be known that the Greeks do a phenomenal job at food. Everything is so well seasoned. It's like a blast full of flavors. I love Greek food in Greece. And of course, it wouldn't be an authentic Greek cuisine experience without the souvlaki. This one's lamb-based. Don't tell anyone, okay, little buddy? Okay? One piece. Check it out, I met a new friend. Hello. Say hello. That's dog for hello. I just asked for the bill, and they gave me a little ice cream. You know, instead of a stupid mint like most places give you. Hey, that's pretty good. And now I have a new cat friend to go with my dog friend and my other dog friend. You didn't see it because I was off camera, but I fed all these crisses. Now they're swarming me. No mess. No mess. Well, I told you guys that we would go through the Litochoro Park. It's really dark, hold up. Here we are at Litochoro Park. And here's the Litochoro bench. Let's have a seat on the Litochoro bench. This is a pretty good bench. And now I think it's too dark to even tell what's around. I think watching me ramble my philosophies into the void might not make for the best content. The moon looks extremely pretty. It's glowing very bright. Hope the camera can catch it well. Mount Olympus in the background. You guys definitely won't be able to see it, but I can right now. That's where we're going tomorrow, to face the gods. And hopefully I can find the goddess of love. Oh, there's a lock up there. I think that's a public building. And now we come back to the very start of the Litochoro Park. That's what I ate. Mezza. That's such a superb place. Anyway, thank you for joining me for a romantic stroll through Litochoro Park at night. I would do the heart-shaped thing, but my other hand is holding the camera right now. I hope I don't hit anything. Now I'm okay, I'm good. Now that begins the journey home, and I want to get a good night's sleep for the Mount Olympus climb tomorrow. We're gonna meet Zeus, and I'm gonna, well, punch Zeus right in his face, and then I'm gonna go home with the lovely Aphrodites. Gonna watch myself for cars. Starbucks, if you're watching this, leave town. Let Efeso. Thank you. Let Efeso take over. It's time for the new coffee blood to come into the market. And I have good feelings about Efeso. Here's the Orthodox church we passed earlier, and the bell tower, and all the icons over there. Actually, now that the ceremony is over, let's see if we can go inside and find some cool stuff. In nomine Patri. This is where the service happened. There you are. I believe the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And as we discussed in the Orthodox faith, they don't use the filioque clause, the Son and the Holy Spirit. Precedes the Father for the Orthodox. They are very big on their icons. It's been ages since I last studied it, but there were periods in the Roman Empire where they declared war, I think twice, against the use of icons. Icons should be banned throughout so that people don't worship icons. I think over fears that the icons were being literally worshipped instead of God or the saints. And what else are you going to worship to? You need some form of images, right? You need some form of creativity, otherwise it's just bland and boring. So consider me an iconoclast. I like the icons. I think the icons are cool. I think the use of icons gives a bit of charm to the Orthodox faith, although I can't say I admire the conservatism too much. Oh, this is very easy to climb over. Although sadly, no torch. Also, I think we can pretty much see everything that we need to from here.